We are live with Matt from Disney Coffee Blog. Hello, sir.
Hey there.
How are you?
Doing awesome. Caffeinated and ready to roll.
Caffeinated you?
No surprise.
I'm guessing there's not many people that I think probably drink more coffee than me. But since your name, since I follow you on Instagram, I'm thinking you might probably likely would be the one.
I might have a slight problem, however you want to look at it.
A slight problem. Well, this is not where I plan to start. How many coffees? As we let people come in, I'll say hi to everybody chat here in a minute. How many of these do you go through on an average day, my friend?
Around 4, probably.
I gotcha. Matt from Disney Coffee Blog is our guest tonight. It's going to be a fun hour. He's got some really, really neat content we're going to talk about as we go along here. If I can get my voice, I'm going to be the worst host ever today because I've been doing this for the last hour. So if I go a lot, I apologize. The Orlando guy in the house. Hey, I'm in the house. That's cool. Dean Bancroft in the house. I'm loving your podcast, buddy. Addie Family Adventures. Stephanie Bird, welcome in. Lynn Project, just back from Orlando. She's not an Orlandonian. Is that a word? Did I just make up that word? But she's a Floridian, and she was down there. Are you still down there? Disney Dude in the house. Donna Anderson in the house. This is Matt. I hope you know him. If you don't know him already, get over. Actually, let's start with this. Are you a YouTuber? Are you an Instagrammer? Are you a blogger? Are you a writer? Are you just Matt? How do you define you?
I haven't figured that out yet. My goal was to create the website DisneyCoffeeblog.com and make that the main.
The link in right there. Check out the link.
Yeah, to make that the main hub for everything. And I started on Instagram because it's just, it's the easiest social media platform to post pictures on. But I have been posting some videos. I posted one today. And I think that's where my 2020 goal is going to be to focus on videos and taking more reviews and that kind of stuff around the park. But it's just been hard. I'm sure with kids, every time you hit the record button, they have to ask to go to the bathroom or they want to ask a question. And so all of my videos are muted on YouTube and I play music over it. So
I have 4 daughters. 2 still live with us. 2 are making babies as we speak, making me a grandpa a couple times. And anyway, so I started a podcast with my daughter just the other day. We haven't even posted the first one. We've filmed and recorded 3. We're going to do number 4, and then we're going to start putting them out there in December. I promised her. And so today on the way to church, she said, "Hey, Dad, can I do Vlogmas 2?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can." I'm busy. Yeah. But I love it that they want to get involved, but it is what it is. Let me get caught up in chat one more time, and then we're going to dive into Matt and Disney Coffee Blog. Michael Riley in there. You're my favorite human. So my favorite human knows what we're talking about tonight, so she went all out. Yeah, see? All right. Mickey. Oh, I don't want to spell my name. Mickey, copy. Do you see the Mickey Mouses? Oh my gosh, I love you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sure. I'd let her, but there's stuff. But anyway, I love you, baby. Thank you. That is too fun. So, hey, let's say hi to chat. Michael Ryan in the house. Yeah, Prince Charming. So, Michael, you're asking me about Prince Charming Dev. Me and Dev's show is right after this one. This show will end in 56 minutes. Then I'll take a 15-minute break because all the coffee, potty time, and then we're gonna do a little creator talk with Dev and I. That'll be a good time. Come and join that if you're interested. Stacy Rogers, my friend in the house. Oh man, chat's moving fast, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Disney Dude, what's going on? Lynn Project says, "Hey, Lander guy, thanks so much. That's so sweet of you." Gonzo in the house. I was just on Gonzo's channel. His show now will be preceding this on Disney Friends. I'll be on there hopefully all the time. Donna Anderson's in the house. Oh my gosh, Cricket all the way from Australia. Happy tomorrow to you, my friends. Stacy says hi, Paula. She already left, but she brought me coffee. Disney. Nope. Detroit Disney duo in the house. I don't want to miss anybody. If I missed you, I apologize, but I'm going to spend some time with Matt. Matt, you've got this blog. You've got this Instagram. You're starting to, you're not starting. You're going to continue this YouTube channel, and you drink all the coffee. Hey, Shelly, what's going on? I think you just said you got a bunch of kids. How do you find time to do all these things?
That's a great question as well. luckily, we go to the parks all the time, so there's no shortage of grabbing pictures of coffee or even just like checking out a new place to eat. So it does make it easy to go whenever we want to and get movies and take pictures whenever we want to. So I have a lot of posts and a lot of things teed up that I just have more content than time to post it.
Right, I totally can relate. Well, and you've niched it down to something that is so popular. I think it's brilliant. I have no doubt, and I would say this. You already know I think this. I think you're going to blow up, and because you're fun and your content's good, but also because Disney coffee, like it's great, it's perfect. Like Disney Food Blog. Who doesn't know Disney Food Blog?
Right.
It's, and you know where they're from, by the way. You know where they're based? Texas. Yeah, where I'm from. I gotta meet them. I don't even know them. But anyway, you're actually in Orlando. You though, I think we're gonna have an argument. You want to have our first fight?
Yeah.
Joffrey's over Starbucks. I know which way you're gonna say.
I think you're gonna say that I am Team Joffreys, and I am.
I was gonna say, am I incorrect in that?
Yeah.
Tell me more. And what's your favorite coffee? Why Joffrey's? Talk about what your love for coffee. I want to hear.
So I think when you think of Disney coffee, I mean, you only have a couple of options. You have Starbucks and Joffrey's. Mm-hmm. And when you go to Disney, no matter what park you're in, you're getting the same coffee as you are at your grocery store or any other Starbucks down the street. So on one hand, it's convenient because you're familiar with it. You know what's coming up on their special menu. But for Joffrey's, you're really only able to find it locally or within the Disney parks or cruise lines. And they have so many different blends. I think now they're up to like 25 specialty blends for the parks. So when you come to Disney, you're trying something that you're not going to be able to get. There's no Joffrey's drive-thru in, South Dakota or Texas. So it's a special thing. Sort of like when you plan your vacation and you say, oh, I want to eat at Be Our Guest or I want to eat at Chef Mickey's. You can kind of look ahead to see what types of special coffee are going to be served and try something new. I'm always saying try new things. And every time you go to a restaurant in Disney, chances are that restaurant has their own Disney blend of coffee. So plus they're an awesome company. They do a lot of community service. They do a lot of...
Yeah, I don't know that. Tell me more. That's cool.
They're based in Tampa. And I think they started with one kiosk in the water parks. And through the years, starting in 2012, they just started blowing up, getting more popular because people started to appreciate the fact that Disney was focusing on coffee for the first time ever. It hasn't been long that Disney has had good coffee because beyond 7 years ago, it was just Nescafe, everything.
Yeah.
And so as people started to, go to Joffrey's more and more, they expanded slowly, and then they became the official specialty coffee provider for all of Disney World and Disneyland and the cruise line.
I was going to ask you that. Are they at Disneyland? See, I'm a Disneylander. Is that a thing? But I moved out to Texas, I don't know, 8 years ago or whatever. And so now we go to Walt Disney World. I mean, my wife still goes to Disneyland because she got family out there. But I don't think I even knew of Joffrey's.
Yeah, you're really only going to find Joffrey's in the restaurants.
Yeah.
In Disney, because most of from the parks there, Starbucks really has a lot of the foot traffic because they're on Main Street. And but yeah, if you go to a restaurant in Disneyland, you'll get some Joffrey's.
Now, the Lynn Project, I think both of our friends, I'm pretty sure, not a huge fan of Joffrey coffee, ? She says. Not strong enough for me. I think that she has a direct line into her vein, from what I hear, about Lynn and coffee. People's criticism of Starbucks is it's bitter. I don't find it bitter.
No.
But I don't drink the same drink every time. Like, if I'm with my daughter, she's got 12 things she wants to try, and I'll try it. It's just kind of a fun break up the workday kind of thing for me and my family, where they take all our dollars. Yeah. But it has turned me into a coffee fan.
Yeah.
But I don't have an opinion on Joffreys. I really,
I just like good coffee.
Me too.
You know, if I'm at the parks, even the restaurants in Disney Springs, I mean, there's a lot of non-Joffreys, non-Starbucks type of restaurants. They serve Lavazza coffee. I know Landry's is in the Disney Springs. They serve their own type of coffee. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a need to pick sides. I just think if you want some good coffee, there's a lot of places to find it.
There is. Hey, Stevie Lee's in the house. I saw another question. Oh, hey, Dougie, Walter Graham's in the house. What's going on, my friend? So that's Suki? Oh, Shelly. Oh, hiding with another name. I like it. Hey, Stevie Lee. Hey, Kelly. What's going on for the Mickey Bunch? Okay, so what made you start Disney Coffee Blog? Because again, I love Disney. I love coffee. I love the melding of it. I remember when I saw the name, like I don't remember when I saw it, but when I saw the name, I knew, like I picked Dole Whip Dad as my channel because I thought,
which is awesome, by the way.
Thank you very much. I picked it on purpose because if you're a Disney lunatic like me, you know it instantly. Every now and then somebody from England or Australia thinks that I'm talking about people on welfare, which I also love. That wasn't the plan, but I love that. It makes me happy. But when I saw your name, before I knew you, before I saw any content, I knew I would be interested. That's brilliant. So what made you do it, and why? Because I love it.
Well, right around the time we moved to Disney, I thought, it would be cool to start a blog because we're going to be going to Disney all the time, and I like the geeky stuff. I like the construction updates and the secrets and the tips and tricks. And,
me too.
And I thought, well, perfect. I can combine two things I really like to do, which is write and go to Disney World. And then I kind of pushed it off to the side for a bit and then eventually just scrapped the idea because I got so discouraged with all the other Disney blogs and YouTube channels and Facebook pages and Instagram and Twitter and
a lot of noise out there.
Everything under the Disney umbrella is covered. So I reached out to a couple of the bigger sites, Disney Food Blog and Chip & Co. and a lot of the other ones saying like, I would love to guest write for your blog, and literally no one responded. So I thought, okay, well, I'll do something on my own.
But
I got the idea because there's my favorite show on Netflix is called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
I have never seen that, and I want to.
It's
like number one on my I want to go watch list.
So
comedians.
I'm not watching Netflix as much anymore nowadays because of Disney Plus, but that show got me thinking, like, because I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's just Jerry Seinfeld picking up a comedian friend in a car and going to a coffee shop and talking about whatever. And then that's
who wouldn't want to sit with Jerry and have coffee? That's perfect.
So that's the entire premise of the show. And I thought it would be cool if there was a Disney version of this where I could go and get coffee with a friend and like do this in Disney World, and we could talk about like the geeky things about Disney World, and then have coffee, and then that would be like one episode. And then turns out I'm very bad at vlogging, so I said, I'll turn this into like a narrative word-based thing and put it on Instagram and you. So yeah, I blame Jerry Seinfeld for this channel.
I mean, if you pick that up in February, I know a guy who might be down there drinking coffee. Kelly from the Mickey Bunch says, I think it's an awesome idea. I would say do that. My goodness, that's brilliant. You know where I would do it? At the Wilderness Lodge Little Nook. You want to talk about that? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out that was on Insta, right? Was that on Instagram?
Yeah.
So Matt was walking through around the lodge and said, hey guys, follow me. Let me show you the secretest, awesomest little nook to drink coffee. And then you looked over one of the most beautiful Christmas trees down into my favorite Disney lobby. I'll shut up. You want to tell them?
Yeah. So when you're coming into the main entrance of the Wilderness Lodge, the size of the lobby is gigantic and it makes you feel so small. It's beautiful and it's breathtaking. And now with Christmas, they have that tree. I don't know how tall it is, probably 50 feet.
Super tall.
But if you take a quick left, there's a hidden back staircase back there. and it takes you up 2 flights. And there's a fireplace, there's a couch, there are a couple of desks to write on, I guess, or to do some work with your laptop. And there's never anybody up there, and you can just look out over the lobby, which is packed, and just be away from all that commotion. And it's a great place. Yeah.
I loved it. So I was there. I stayed there for one day. Gonzo and I were there. A bunch of Disney YouTubers were. It was the day before Galaxy's Edge opened out there, and I loved that so much. Like just hanging in the lobby, and I'm annoyed with myself that I didn't find that. So you go left. So there's a restaurant. Then you go down the hall. There's a restaurant. How did I miss it?
Yeah, it's well, it is dark. It's a dark area of the lobby where, yeah, you really only have the bathroom back there, and then it's past the entrance for the Whispering Canyon Cafe. So
okay,
yeah, you probably didn't even see it.
I didn't.
But
I love that kind of thing, and I love that you showed that. And I guarantee next time I'm in that lobby, I will go check that out. And so there's so many questions I want to ask you about Disney and coffee, but I'm going to start right with where I should probably end it. Your favorite coffee spot on Disney property is, and I think I know,
the Brown Derby.
Oh, not what I thought you were going to
say.
Oh. I've never had. We've had reservations for the Brown Derby, but we didn't get to go. I've never been. So why there?
I remember going to that restaurant when I was really young and thinking that it was really neat. There are a lot of restaurants at Disney that have great coffee, but the Brown Derby, Joffreys makes a special blend for them. I don't know, just maybe it was the presentation, maybe it was the meal with the coffee and the waiter. Everything about that was just, it was an awesome night.
They're obviously very fun there.
Yeah.
They're like performers, right? Like they perform.
Super funny. Always have some cool stories and cool trivia. And I don't know, when I go to Joffrey's in Disney Springs, I usually get a pack of that Brown Derby coffee, and it's one of my favorite things. So if I could just pick one place in Disney World to get coffee, it's the Brown Derby.
Wow, not what I expected. You know, and one of the things that I love about your content, you try coffee. Like I remember, I don't know, it was a while ago now. It's not a hey Zip, what's going on, my friend? You purchase like this big huge pack. And then you try it, and this is what I'm having today, and this is what I'm having tomorrow, and you like it's really a review. Like there's so many review channels out there that bore me to death, but about things that I love. But you I don't know, you love coffee. You're going to cost me money is really what it comes down to. I spend too much money on coffee now, and I spend too much money on the mugs. But you've placed yourself as a Disney connoisseur, and guys like me, how can I pick it? I don't live there. I'm guessing you need to hook up with some affiliate links on coffee and make some dollars, man.
Yeah, I'm working my way through Joffrey's catalog of Disney coffee.
It's gonna be a while, buddy. It seems it's a never-ending catalog. Am I
yeah, wrong? Luckily, I mean, everything they have is pretty good. So there's never any bad coffee. I think there were only 2 places that I've had like pretty terrible coffee. One was the Yak and Yeti, and I don't remember where the other one was, but
I don't know. You reminded me of the scene in Elf when Elf Buddy takes whatever her name is, the world's best coffee. Not so much.
Congratulations! Yeah.
So
world's best coffee. You did it.
I've only watched it twice so far this season. I'm going to need to take the month off because I want to watch all the shows, but that's a whole other thing. But So Joffrey's, specialty flavors, Starbucks more known. Is that a fair way to say that?
Yeah, I would say so.
Joffrey's, do they crush you with the merch? Because Starbucks is crushing me with the merch. Like every time I walk in there, one of my daughters or my wife needs to spend $29.95 on something we'll never. I got a tree right here. Did you like my tree video? It
was awesome.
Thank you, because
awesome.
I really I don't even care if anybody watched it. I needed to hear that
it was awesome.
Coffee blog Matt liked it. And anyway, the thing that's the tree topper that I'm looking at, probably cost me $30 and we're never going to use the dang thing. What? I mean,
know. I told my wife Julianne, I said, I think Jeff spent like $200 in ornaments on this.
I mean, you're not wrong. And it makes it sound like I have money, which I don't mind people thinking, but it's not true. I run a nonprofit. I'm poor. No, I'm not poor, but I'm not rich. I think, yeah, see, that's the thing. So I love these. I have way too many of these.
I have those
and
too.
then the idiot jerks that they are, totally not idiots, by the way, made the little versions for like $2 less. And now I have to have those too. What is wrong with me?
Yeah, any way to get you. I think, I mean, they just have, even if it wasn't Starbucks, I mean, the cups are good. The tumblers are great. Joffreys doesn't really have that type of hardware in the parks. If you go to the store in Disney Springs,
money.
Yeah, they have a small travel tumbler that's probably half the size of the Starbucks ceramic tumblers, but you really don't see too many Joffrey's cups around. If they sell tea kettles and they sell French press pots and a couple other things in their store, but in the parks, nothing like that.
It's funny you mentioned that because one of my daughters, who's by far the biggest Starbucks fan in our family, also is a tea. I'll say it, she's a tea snob. She likes high level. Like my wife is the cupcake snob, and this one's a tea snob. She's whatever. Are you a tea fan? Are you going to integrate that into your channel? I mean, there's a lot of coffee tea crossover.
Yeah, there definitely is. I think when I have coffee covered in the parks, I'll add in some tea. And realistically, Joffrey's has a lot of good tea. Their store used to be called Tea Traders, and you can go in and the tea expert would ask you about what you like and your taste and create like a blend just for you from this like long line of canisters of dried tea. The Joffrey's kiosk in Animal Kingdom in Asia, they have the longest tea menu I've ever seen around Disney World property. So yeah, even if you're not
where my daughter got me my favorite tea that I've ever had, I think African Celebration. I wouldn't swear to that, but it pops in my head.
Yeah,
it was stupid good. It was really, really tasty.
Yeah,
amazing. Stacey wants me to ask you. Ask Matt, since he is the Disney copy guy, does he think they will ever build a Wawa on Disney property? I'm a big Wawa coffee girl. So before you answer, one of my daughter's name is Samantha. We had a foster kid who couldn't say Samantha, called her Wawa. So when I see Wawa, I'm thinking of my daughter. So Samantha, I don't think you're watching, but there you go. But yeah, I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, Wawa is great. It's a convenience store / gas station in the Northeast, actually the East Coast.
Oh, you know what? I have seen those because I've taken pictures of them and sent it to my daughter. But
amazing coffee.
Well, whatever.
There are a couple of Wawas really close to Disney off property. But as far as like on Disney property, probably not a chance, but I still go there all the time.
So I'm confused. It's known for coffee or something? Like what am I thinking?
Yeah, Wawa. Well, I think Wawa is known for two things: coffee and their hoagies.
And their what?
And their subs and their hoagies, whatever.
Hoagies and grinders, hoagies. Anybody know the Adam Sandler song with hoagies? I'm going to be singing a stupid Adam Sandler song in my head now because you said that. I won't waste your time with that. So okay, so best Disney park for coffee. I'm guessing Disney Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, in terms of like the park with the most coffee, obviously Epcot wins. I think there are over like there are like 35 places in Epcot to get coffee.
There's a video. Have a little bit of coffee. You would appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a video that's going to take a couple hours to do.
And a heart doctor.
Yeah.
So for a day, you're the Disney coffee guy. You're trying all the coffee. You get a favorite coffee. I like my favorite, right? I'm enjoying coffee right now. But you're trying new stuff all the time. What happens when you're like in the mood for coffee? Do you go off the reservation and get a new thing because you want to learn a new thing, or do you go to Matt's number one? And do you have like a top 5? Man, hey, downscale, what's going on? I'm thinking you need to have Matt's or Disney Coffee Blogs top 5 coffees.
Mhm.
I mean, I think you can monetize this sucker, buddy.
Yeah, if I'm in the mood for coffee, I always try to get something new.
Love that about you. That's cool.
And whenever we go to a Disney restaurant, I'm usually ordering coffee, not just to take a picture, but to actually like enjoy it and drink it, because I love coffee. I'm not taking pictures just to post them, but
yeah, my daughter will do that. She'll buy like this pretty thing for way too much money and take a picture, and then she'll have like a half a bite. And I'm like, what are you doing?
yeah. My favorites around property are probably, I mean, you can't go wrong with Joffreys, and luckily they're in every park and Disney Springs. I'm really interested to see what they're going to do in Epcot with the new Starbucks that's coming.
Yeah.
I don't know if that did anything to Joffrey's sales, if they got more coffee because the Fountain View closed, but
I would think, I bet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one you walk in, it's everybody, well, they knew where it was. You couldn't even miss it. Now,
yeah,
I don't even know where I would go. So.
My idea would be a Club Cool for coffee. Just a little tiny, a place where you can get little tiny coffee samples from around the world, and then there could be a gross version like Beverly.
I love it. I love it. Lynn says, drink coffee around the world, I'll help. I think I could help with that too. I think the 3 of us could do some damage, and that would be a good video. And that would mean what? 12 each instead of 36 or whatever you said. I'm in.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
And you can't even get coffee in Germany and Japan.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Are they in general, like, do those cultures not drink coffee, or it's just it happenstance that they don't have any pavilions?
I literally have no idea why you can't get coffee in Germany. Japan.
Huh.
I have no idea, because Germany is such a top coffee drinking country per capita that it's weird that they don't have they don't serve specialty German coffee in the restaurant there. So same thing for Japan.
Lynn says I have a high caffeine tolerance, so I'm qualified. I do too. Like when we joke about that, Lynn. Lynn and Lynn must be messed up in the head, because me and her have a lot in common. Sorry, Lynn. Don't take it personally, but it's true. I'll drink coffee up till, I don't know. It does not make me hyper. Like it'll my headache, because clearly I'm addicted. Obviously we all are. But like it'll put me to sleep at night. It does wake me up in the morning. When you drink as much coffee as you do, does it help you wake up? Do you get headaches when you don't drink it? Because I do. I'm addicted, there's no doubt.
Yeah, I will get headaches if I don't drink coffee.
They're real ones too, man.
My wife is the same way, and you are too. That you just kind of, you know what you need.
We're addicted.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's not cocaine, so
there are worse things. Yeah,
there's a lot of worse things. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's healthy. I don't know if it's unhealthy. I know I'll be consuming it.
Yeah. The Orlando guy is a Dunkin' guy. You can get a lot of Dunkin' Donuts coffee around Disney World.
People love Dunkin'. There's a Dunkin' opening up. Actually, I think it just opened right down the road from my house, and so we'll be diving into that. But yeah, they are the worst, right, Lynn? I don't know. Headaches are headaches, but I remember when I discovered I was addicted to it, I kind of got mad, and I thought, I'm not that mad. I'm good. I'm gonna keep doing this. I mean, I love Breaking Bad. We need a Breaking Bad for coffee people. There you go. Breaking coffee. The 3 of us could do it. But okay, so what's your favorite park? Is it about coffee? Let's talk about Disney, your love for Disney. I mean, obviously you moved down there because of your love for Disney, question mark?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Delaware. And we both my wife and I came from Disney families, just movies and parks all the time. And then we got married. We moved to New Jersey. And then I think 10 years to the day, we kind of said, all right, we're going to Disney a lot. It'll be cheaper if we move there.
Let's stop coming back. Right, though, I love it. Like when we go on vacation, whether it's Disney or Yosemite, I'll always say, why don't we live here? Mm-hmm. Like when we lived in California, I would say to her in Yosemite, because we love Yosemite, we love national parks, why don't we live here? Remind me why we're going home. And it started off as a joke, and then why not? Like, I'm getting a little older now. I'm like, I love a lot of places, but I'm gonna go. Like, why do I have this YouTube channel? Because I want more Disney. Why do I drink coffee? Because it makes me happy. Why do I live in Texas? And I love Texas. I love Texas. But you know what? There's nothing in Texas that sounds at all like Disney other than the Disney store. So I love that you did that. What was it hard to talk the wife into it? Like, tell me.
No, we were both on. Actually, I can pinpoint the time.
Can I get her and my wife to start talking? Because I'm
I think we were watching the live stream of the 2017 D23 Expo.
No.
And it was just like, you were getting hit left and right with like new stuff. And we were like, this is it. This is when we're deciding. So
I love it.
We booked a trip for a week, and we came down and we met a realtor. She showed us a bunch of houses, and we signed the papers. And then we went back home and said, we need to get our wheels in motion. So we put our house on the market, we quit our jobs, and found a new job.
I love it.
You know, we packed up everything in a pod and shipped it down. And
I mean, Delaware to Florida, that's not down the road.
Yeah, no, and then
Delaware's more north than I think I've ever been. I mean, I've been in New York City. You guys are above that, right?
Below that, a little bit.
Oh, Delaware's below that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've been there then.
And yeah, so we kind of just risked it all. I mean, it's a big risk, but when you have everything planned out and researched to the 10th degree, you kind of just have to just jump.
Amen.
And it worked out because I cannot see myself, and I don't think my wife can either. We do not see ourselves moving back to the Northeast. It's way too nice to live down to leave.
I mean, I bet it's beautiful. I don't know anything about Delaware. I thought it was above New York, so obviously I don't even know where it is on the map. But I'm guessing it's a wooded, beautiful area, right? Like, is it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But it's not. I mean, it's December 1st, and I'm wearing shorts and a T-shirt, and there were people swimming in the pool today.
I'm a San Diegan, and here's my problem. I wear a sweatshirt and shorts. It's what I'm comfortable in. If it's 110 or if it's 20, I want to be in a sweatshirt and shorts. I got 100. I have 3 of these that are exactly the same. That's how nerdy I am. And the shorts, I'm not going to show you my shorts, but I got like 7 that are basically exactly the same. One says Disneyland on them, one says Nike on them, but they're basically the same. Yeah. It's what I like, and I don't care about the weather. Now I go outside and I change my opinion sometimes, and that makes summer hard here in Texas, but I totally can relate to that. But I love your attitude about that. Too many people just live their life within 20 miles of where they popped out of their mom, and nothing wrong with staying close to family. That's not what I'm saying. I love family, but the world is a big, beautiful place.
No, I agree. I think the world needs to be explored, and if you
do what we love too, right?
Yeah. So leaving friends and family is definitely hard, and especially like today was someone's birthday, and I wish I could have been there, but I think you have to move to where you love, and we love being here. So
yeah, I love that attitude. All right, so let's stay on Disney. So you and wifey were already both Disney fans independently in the great state of Delaware. How did it happen for you? Was it movies? Obviously, I'm assuming it was movies. And if so, what were your favorite movies? Like, how did little tiny Matt turn into?
I think I probably watched Aladdin every day when I was little. Yeah, definitely the movies. Taking our annual trip to Disney every year, and now just it's interesting because our whole viewpoint of Disney changed from being a vacationer to being a local, and even our kids. Like, we have 2 kids. And my youngest just turned 3, and she knows her way around all of the parks. And I think it's just a weird experience because we've seen all of these little changes in the past year that we've lived here. I know we get to be a part of a lot of cool things. Yeah. And
that's what I missed about being a local. We weren't that close. I shared with you offline. My grandma lived very, very close, but we would go a lot, and I don't know, we felt like we were the inside, like we get all the stuff. Living in Texas, man, we don't, but you're right down the road. So Lynn said your kids are super adorable. That's cool.
Thank you, Lynn.
But yeah, I miss that. Like being close to the parks has so many family advantages that we don't get to take advantage of anymore because we're not annual pass holders living close enough to Anaheim to go. What's your favorite thing that you did this year that was a thing that you couldn't have done if you weren't a local?
That's a good question. Well, I remember, Hurricane Dorian came, or didn't come.
Yeah, it did. And I was there for it.
Our entire street, like our block in our neighborhood, we just decided let's go to Magic Kingdom. So we kind of had the park to ourselves.
Lynn was there that day, right? Or that week.
Yeah. We all went on all the rides together. We had a whole boat in Pirates of the Caribbean. And I think that was a memorable moment where, we were a bunch of random strangers from all across the country, but we all had the same mindset of just saying, you know what, let's take a risk and move to Disney. And then you meet all these cool people and become friends with them. And even yesterday we were walking through Animal Kingdom and we ran into our neighbor. It's funny how the very large Disney World feels so small when you live here because
that's the thing about Disneyland too. People don't understand that Disneyland is a locals park. That's why everybody's freaking out about the numbers. Disneyland is truly a locals park. People vacation in Orlando. I'm not saying no one vacations in Anaheim, but mostly no one vacations in Anaheim. But you get to know them. We knew cast. We're still friends with cast members that were and still are in Anaheim because we went so much. And I'm sure it's the same with you in Orlando. Lynn just said, I think that was the day she met you. That's really, really cool. Orlando guy says, I think I'm going to start the Disney bathroom blog. There's a pretty good Instagram.
I have a long list of favorite Disney bathrooms.
I'm a Disney trash can guy, so and I'm not the only one. Disney bathroom selfies is a whole thing. I follow on Instagram. It's pretty funny. I ain't taking pictures in bathrooms though, because that's just creepy.
Yeah,
I love it. I don't want to say I love it. It's interesting. How about that? Disney dude. Okay. To be honest, there's coffees or more desserts. Or we're talking about we're talking about their favorite coffee. Yeah. So I don't know. Everybody's got their different thing, but I want to talk about the park. So you were really into Aladdin, and you fell in love with Disney? ?
Yeah, I think as a kid, the animated movies are probably what glues you to the brand first, right? And then all the toys that come along with it. I think I'm more of a Disney parks fan than actual, Disney umbrella, brand wise type thing.
I would agree with. I like it all. Let's be honest. I like all of it, but. If I had to only pick the one, the Disney parks are my jam. So your favorite Disney park? We talked about Animal Kingdom, I think, but is that your favorite Disney park or? Whatever it is, tell me why. Or whichever it is.
I don't think it's Magic Kingdom. I think Magic Kingdom it's just so hard to get to, and when you're driving there, you have a choice. You can either park at the TTC and get through all the construction and walk a mile. And then take the crowded monorail or the ferry, and then go through all of that construction just to get there. We can see the castle, and it still takes us an hour to get there sometimes.
I agree.
So I think Animal Kingdom is probably my favorite because the food is great, the coffee is great. There are a lot of cool hidden things that the
theming there is the best.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
You talked about a little nook at the looking down on the lobby that you found. Animal Kingdom seems to have a lot of those. There's just places and it's hot, so it kind of slows me down there, and I like it. I like slower, and I don't know. I don't even like to shop, but I like to shop at Animal Kingdom just because it's definitely my my style there. I don't know. I like the cultural thing, whatever that is, but it's funny. Epcot. Because I love World Showcase and Animal Kingdom are my favorite too. But my family, and another part of that too is I'm a Disneyland guy. And so Disneyland versus Magic Kingdom, I'm sorry, there's no comparison. Disneyland, obviously a lot of comparison, but Disneyland is never going to come close. Magic Kingdom will never come close to Disneyland for me. But then the other parks, I didn't have those growing up. So they're oh wow, it's still new for me. So I love it. So what's your favorite thing about the ones we haven't talked about. Well, do you like Hollywood Studios? We haven't talked about that. I find they have lots of good coffee there. One of my favorite Starbucks in the world is right there on their street. It's always so busy, but I love it.
Hollywood Studios is a great park, and you can kind of see it evolving.
Yeah.
Every year. I kind of wish they would bring the old style Hollywood feel back.
All the veterans of Walt Disney World say that. Walt Disney World say that. First time I was there was 3 or 4 years ago. So I went on the Great Movie Ride, and I went, "Whoa, that was boring." And everybody's like, "Oh, don't take it away." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's the nostalgia, right?"
I think so. Yeah, and then you have Catastrophe Canyon and the backstage tour, and
I don't even know what that is. I know
I've
never heard of the canyon thing you just said. I don't even know what that is.
This time of year normally would have been the Osborne Family Spectacle of Lights.
That I'm sorry I missed out.
Which I know you're gonna disown me, but I've never seen a Star Wars movie, so I go to Galaxy's Edge and I think this is where the Osborne Family Spectacle of Lights.
Oh, is that where it was?
Yeah.
That's rough. I love Christmas. I love Christmas lights. I am sad that I never saw those. Like I don't.
Yeah.
We need to bring the. Like I know the family made them. Why don't we just Walmart the suckers? I want them. I mean, let's go. Let's make a new version. I don't get it, but I mean, I know a little bit of the story, but so that's where I didn't know. That's where those lights were. I did not realize. I thought that was the backlot tour. Am I incorrect?
It was. I don't
even know why.
It was part of that. Yeah.
Okay.
It was around the streets of America, back
where
behind
where the Muppets are.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Good stuff.
I miss it.
So, coffee, Disney Coffee Blog. Are you a foodie too? Most coffee connoisseurs or wine connoisseurs or even tea connoisseurs are foodies. Are you a foodie? I'm guessing the answer is yes, but I don't know.
Not really. I think sometimes, I mean, we try to go to as many places as we can in the parks. And of course, I'm always taking pictures of my food because that's what you have to do when you're at Disney and you're eating, got to take a picture of it. But it's, and for this Disney Coffee Blog, it's very hard to stay within my lane. Like I want to be 100% coffee related, but if I get like a really, really good steak at wherever in Disney Springs, like I say like, oh, I want to post this. No, don't, because I want to stay in my lane.
See, for me, coffee is a very kind of like coffee and cupcakes is a big thing in our family. I'm not a cupcake guy, but my family, my girls, my wife loves it. Hey, Deb, what's going on, buddy? It seems to, I don't know, I guess it depends on your perspective, but for me, it's very complimentary, I guess is the word I want to use.
Yeah.
But I also understand staying in the lane like that. Somebody just asked a question that I want to ask you too. So Stacy, there you go, says, my favorite blend of coffee is Kona. Has he had Kona coffee at Kona Cafe? And if so, what does he think? I'm looking forward to it. So Stacy, before he answers, I was not a coffee guy. My wife was a coffee person. Married her. She drinks all the coffee. I'm like, well, this stuff is dirty water. And we went to Hawaii and we went to a coffee. We were in Kona and that was the first coffee I ever had. I'm like, whoa, this is really good.
Yeah.
And now I spend all my dollars. But do you love that? And to answer Stacy's question about Kona.
Yeah. There are two types of Kona coffee at the Polynesian. You get the Kona blend, which is made by Joffreys, and that's what you get in the restaurants or at Kona Island.
It's really good.
It's really good. And then you can get the 100% pure Kona coffee, which is a little bit more expensive, but it's way better.
It really is.
You can get it.
Kona is good.
Yeah, you can ask for it.
I guess coffee likes volcanoes. What do I know?
Yeah, you can ask for it in Ohana or the Kona Cafe or even Kona Island Coffee Bar. It comes out in a press pot that should serve 2 people or just one coffee lover.
One person like us.
Yeah.
So Deb's in the house, everybody. Deb and I will be going on after this show, talking about Creator Talk, talking about Kappa and Disney and things we love, doing a little Creator Talk. So stick around for that. It'll be a separate stream. My mouth isn't working. Separate stream, but it'll be good. Check him out on his channel, but the stream will be on my channel. I am not making any sense. So
now Dev is one of the first people we bumped into when we when we moved down here.
Oh yeah,
we were just walking through Animal Kingdom one day, just bumped into him when he was live streaming, and then we met him a couple times before after that. But he's always been a super cool guy.
He's hard to miss. He's a big boy. Yeah. I love Dev. Yeah, I'm excited for that show too. That'll be great. So you like Hollywood Studios. You like Animal Kingdom. Obviously, you like Epcot. We haven't talked about coffee in the Magic Kingdom. Now, one of my favorite Starbucks is that one on the right there down Main Street. It's weird. We're so excited to get there. We're in the Magic Kingdom, and then we get 12 steps in, and they're like, "Hey, let's go get coffee." I think it's kind of crazy, but my kids and my wife do it. Yep. We'll stand in line for coffee that we've already had a million times, but part of it is we need to get a new mug, of course. But tell me about the coffee experience in the Magic Kingdom. Is there anything hidden that I don't know about? Because obviously the whole world's in the same line I'm in. I've heard it's really good at is it Carnation Cafe? Am I saying that right?
There are over like 20 places to get coffee in the Magic Kingdom. Obviously Starbucks is the most popular, and that's why the line is like 30 minutes long. And
it's on Main Street.
Yeah. That's a good question. A surprising coffee in Magic Kingdom. The Skipper Canteen restaurant.
I haven't etten there yet. And I love Jungle Cruise, so I need to do that someday. Yeah.
Not only is it a really interesting and cool themed restaurant, they have different types of Joffreys coffee that you can't get anywhere else in the park. So
this is what I'm looking for. This is good stuff.
Like if you go to the Joffreys kiosk in Tomorrowland, the Revive kiosk, they have their rotating coffee blend and a couple seasonal specials. And most of the restaurants around property serve different blends. But in the Skipper Canteen, there is a coffee from Peru. It's an organic coffee, and it's really good. And that's one of the places that you can get it. So
that's a good coffee nugget right there, straight from Matt from Disney Coffee Blog. Stacy just dropped his channel link. Check out his YouTube. Check out his Instagram. Check out his blog. I love your Instagram. Like that's when I think of you, I think of your Instagram. That's my favorite thing. But tell me a little bit about your blog. We talked about all the parks that I want to get. Oh my gosh, we're at 13 minutes left. I told you to go fast. It goes so fast. Hey Luna, how are you? Welcome in. So you want your blog to be your hub, and obviously you're a writer. I mean, if you read well, I pulled up your about. I'll just pull it up again. Here it is. Hey, I'm Matt. I'm a Disney World local writer and coffee lover. You put writer above coffee lover. And when I read that earlier today, I thought I need to ask him about that. I mean, where else do you write? Why do you love writing? Obviously, bloggers write. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I'm glad that you like the Instagram, because that's where most of the content starts from, because Instagram is such an easy platform to post things on and write things on. I'm not on Facebook or Twitter or anything else, so Instagram's kind of the only thing. I went to college for education, and I was an English teacher for a little bit, so writing and reading is sort of just baked in, and that's why I think this channel leans a little more to the narrative, writing side than the video side, just because I'm way more comfortable in front of the laptop than I am like in front of the
it's a different
camera.
Creative medium, I guess.
Yeah, different medium. But like I said before, I mean 2020 is sort of I want to try to get more videos from around the parks, and I've taken a lot of 5-minute coffee break videos, just hopefully so people can sit down with some coffee and turn on their TV and just be in
I love that.
A park for a few minutes.
I mean, isn't that exactly? So I remember when I first came to YouTube looking for Disney things, and it was like Dev and Resort TV One and all these great people that I didn't know yet that I wanted to know, because they were where I wanted to be. They had my passion, right? And they were sharing with me exactly what I want. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Give me bacon and take me to Disney Park. And I'm a happy guy. And
we could do a Disney bacon blog.
Right? Oh, sign me up.
I'm gonna buy the URL real quick.
I like it. I think that, and I love your idea. Let me go back to that. So Lynn is part of Coffee and Contemplation.
Mm-hmm.
I love that name so much because I love where that comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I love coffee, and I love Practically Perfect Park Hopping and the Lynn Project's channels. So it's perfect. But it makes me think of your show idea. I don't know if I want bacon flavored coffee, Stacy. I'm not sure. I would try it. But where did I go with that? Oh, so your idea of the whole Jerry Seinfeld comedians in cars. Like, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I love that. Like, so is that something you did? You're gonna do? I feel like you said you did it and you stopped.
Yeah,
right?
the site used to be called Drinking Coffee Around Disney World because that was sort of my intention, just to hang out
or bringing a guest.
Usually a guest. And then that was
you have to do that just because I want to be on it once. or I'll sponsor it or what. Well, we need to talk after the stream.
Yeah, so it's still in the works.
I love it. Yeah. I think it's a brilliant idea. Everybody's talking. I don't know. I apologize. I think I screwed up everybody's mouth taste buds right now. Bacon. I love bacon. I love coffee. I'm not sure those two go together. Yeah. My mouth. See, I don't know.
Them separate. Yeah.
I want them. I want them, but I do want them separate. It's like I'm one of those guys who I don't. Depends on what the food is. Usually, I don't want my food. No, that's not true. I don't want my coffee touching my bacon. How about that? I'll leave it there. Yeah, Disney Dude. It's our Saturday morning live stream with the awesome partner channel, Practically Perfect Park Hopping. So, guys, I mentioned Coffee and Contemplation. It's a Saturday morning show right after Beauty and the Beast with Lynn and Practically Perfect Park Hopping. It's great. Chocolate bacon. I've had some good stuff, chocolate bacon, but we're getting off topic. So we've got 9 minutes left. I feel like I'm talking. You've got me excited, and I'm all hopped up on coffee. So I apologize. But what's your favorite thing about what you're doing? What's your favorite thing about your blog, your Instagram, and the creation that you do? Let's hear that.
I think it forces me to try new things. You know, like since we're sort of close to the parks, we don't really need to stay at any hotels. You know, but it forces me to get over there and try new things. One of my favorite hotels for coffee is Coronado Springs, the Grand Destino Tower.
Oh, brand new.
Not because it's beautiful, and the fact that that entire building was made because of a short 7-minute film, like that's mind blowing. But
so I'm aware of what you're saying, but I bet most people aren't. So would you go into a little bit of a detail on that?
Yeah, well, Salvador Dali and Walt Disney had like a strange friendship, and they got together and they said,
learned this because of you, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think I did.
Yeah, they said, you know, I like what you do, you like what I do. Let's make a movie. Not in those not in that language, but
somebody needs to make a movie about that, right?
Yeah, and so Salvador Dali just sketched, and Disney animators tried to put it together, and then the financing wasn't there, and then the war happened, and then the whole thing just got shelved for like 50 years until Roy, Walt's nephew, took it off the shelf and said, we have to finish this thing. And it's on YouTube. It's called Destino. It's a 7-minute short film that is amazing. And the entire Grand Destino Tower is themed after that one short film. And it's playing in the lobby.
Dali and Disney, two of the great creative minds of the century.
And there are pictures of Salvador Dali up in the Dali lounge. And it's really interesting how, you know, it goes through this sort of surreal imagery that Dali painted in, and this ballerina named Dahlia just dances through the whole movie. And Kronos, who's like Father Time, falls in love with her, but he knows that he can't have her. And
we've all been there.
Yeah, the whole thing just kind of ties together so well with the Grand Destino Tower, because you have the Dahlia Lounge, you have the Kronos Club, and you have all of these Spanish coffees available in the Barcelona Lounge that even if you're not staying in that hotel, just take a bus over there and get some coffee because it's so good.
I love that. Guys, can you tell this guy is a coffee pot full of awesome. That was good, right? That's pretty good. Check him out. Everybody's been dropping his link. Mods, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Check out his YouTube channel. Check out his Instagram, but make sure you get over to his blog. So let's stay on that. Resorts. We're blessed to stay at the Poly. I thought the coffee there was through the roof, and you've mentioned it. Obviously, you like the Wilderness Lodge. You mentioned at least the Cool Nook, and now you mentioned the Grand Destino. What other hotels and resorts do you recommend for the coffee lover in us all?
The Animal Kingdom Lodge has.
Can't wait to stay there. I have not yet.
Has three or four. Well, three really good high-end restaurants, and each one of them has their own blend of coffee: Jico, Sanaa, and Mara. And you can get their coffee at those restaurants and Boma. I said Mara, but I meant Boma. And it's such a good place to get coffee. Another one is the Contemporary. There's a Joffreys in the Contemporary, which is very convenient. I'm
embarrassed to say I have not been inside the Contemporary outside of the monorail. We've had plans the last few times we've been there, but I can't wait to go. I have to interrupt. Stephanie Bird, thank you so much. Thank you. I see that you sent a little gift. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Awesome. I'm honored and blessed. Thank you so much for that. And I apologize. I'm not diving into chat too much, and my phone has been buzzing. So if that's you guys, I appreciate it. I'll send you guys thank you. But Stephanie, thank you so much for that. It means the world. So
let's see. Animal Kingdom Lodge is good. Contemporary is good. Grand Floridian has a couple different blends of Joffreys that are only available there. So that's a good coffee resort. Honestly, every resort has their own quick service restaurant where you can get coffee anytime. They're always rotating out the different blends, so there's nothing. Chances are, if you come year after year, you'll get some new stuff.
That's another thing that I have not had the time yet, where we haven't put the time aside yet to really dive into the resorts. Like we're DVC now.
Oh, cool.
Once a year, but once a year is not enough for me. I need to be a local. Oh, Orlando guy. Great question. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're only 4 minutes. So before we wrap up, I'll ask him. If you have any other questions for Matt, get them in now, and I'll ask him real quick. Worst coffee on Disney property? He said
the
Riverside ?
Port Orleans Riverside. I keep trying to get coffee there, man, but they keep being they're always sold out of what I want. They didn't have great coffee at Port Orleans Riverside. The worst coffee I've ever had in Disney World is in the Morocco Pavilion in Epcot.
I would have tried it there.
They have good coffee, good Moroccan coffee, very strong. But one of the drinks is called Moorish coffee, and they add cinnamon and nutmeg to Moorish. Yeah. Uh-huh. And if you don't like cinnamon and nutmeg in your coffee, you're not going to try it because it is a small cup of Moroccan espresso with nutmeg and cinnamon in it. And if you like that, then great. It's just not something that I really like. And then just because everyone knows I hate pumpkin coffee, that's probably my vote for the worst coffee.
Pumpkin flavor is the most overrated flavor. Here's proof that the pumpkin's not that good. We have it 3 weeks a year. And people flip out 4 or 5 weeks.
They do.
Flip out. And my family does. Like, oh, pumpkin spice. Shut up about your pumpkin spice. Mm-hmm. Right? With my daughter got this. Why do I waste people's time with it? My daughter got a pumpkin pie from McDonald's. Took a bite and said, "Dad, you want this?" I'm like, "Not really." Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why I weigh more than I should. But anyway, Sparkles, Supreme Queen in the house. I love the Colombian coffee. Says Detroit Disney duo. Boy, my mouth is not working. Jennifer, thank you so much. Thank you for being new to this channel, but please be new to Matt's channel too. Disney Coffee Blog, the blog, the Insta, and the YouTube channel. I'm a big fan. I can't believe the hour's up. I say this every week at this time. I love this show, and I love this show because of people like you. I love that I get to know better and then share with other people that are crazy like me about Disney, the awesomeness that is Well Tonight You. Yep. I do mean it. Like I'll say it to you offline, but I'll say it to you in front of them. I love what you're doing. I hope you blow up because I'm selfish and I want more Disney Coffee Blog in my life. I just do. I love your niche. I love your idea. I love your personality. I love your photos. I think 2020 is going to be a big year for you, my friend. So let's end with that. We got a minute left. I apologize. I can't believe the time's up. What are your goals for 2020? What do you want the people to know about what you've got coming? Blah, 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 that kind of thing.
More videos. I want to even it out. I want, to put more stuff on YouTube, and I think I'm too much of a perfectionist that's what's been holding me back on YouTube, but I think I got to ditch that for 2020.
Done is better than perfect. And you want proof?
Exactly.
You want proof? Nothing's ever been perfect ever.
Yeah.
Ever. If you're aiming for perfect.
I don't know. It's
fun.
It's a marathon. Obviously, I could go and take pictures all day long and just be done with the site and just say I covered it all. But there's no fun in that. Yeah. And I think I chose something that I just can incorporate into our daily lives because I always drink coffee anyway, and I'm not going out of my way to take a picture of something that I'm just going to throw away. So.
Oh, I love that. I mean, I will say this. I mean, little coach mentor is going to come out of me just because I like you. But, how do I say this? The world, this is going to sound weird. I love your content. And the world deserves more of what you're doing. So don't hit that delete button because you're not in love with it. Because what you think is, oh, this is just a B+.
Yeah.
Other people are going to think it's an A. Sometimes you think, oh, this is a C-. They're still going to think it's an A. That's why I made myself. That's one of the reasons why Resort TV won the house. Hey, my friends, how are you?
Hey, guys.
There was a couple of main reasons I did daily vlogging in 2019. Mostly I wanted to learn how to edit.
Yeah.
2, I figured if I don't like this by the end of the year, I'll know, right?
Yeah.
And 3, you got to put it out there. Like, I think the world deserves more of us. I like me. I like you. I like Stacy. I like Resort TV One. I like Downscale. I think that we are supposed to share what's awesome about us. And you've got some awesome content. So I would say post more, not less. And
yeah,
perfection, it's just a way to be sad in my opinion. But anyway, yeah. I love your stuff. We're a little over time. I am going to take this moment to plug my next show with Dev, and then I'm going to ask you to plug your stuff one more time, and then we'll end the stream here. So tonight, in 14 minutes or so, we're going to start here shortly. Prince Charming, Dev, and I, Creator Talk with Dev and Dole Whip Dad. We're going to be talking about COPPA and other things. COPPA, trust me, that sounds boring, and it is. But we're going to talk about it because the world is freaking out. Mm-hmm. And I think I have something to say about it. I think Dev does too. So if you're interested, if you're a creator, if you just want to see two dudes who love YouTube and Disney talking, we're going to be going live here shortly. Disney Coffee Blog, Matt, I've said it a bunch. I love your stuff. Please, 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 whatever you love doing, do more of it because I'm not the only one that likes your stuff. How can they support you? How can the people in chat support you before we head out of here and go to the next stream?
I just keep following along. The blog exists just to help you find good coffee on vacation. So if you like it, then keep following along.
There is a link to his blog. Check out his Insta. Check out his YouTube. All those links are below. I think we're going to end it here. My friends went a little over time. I apologize for that. But again, DisTube is every Sunday night. Oh, next week. That Diz girl, she is super awesome. I love her channel. She does really in-depth videos. I love her channel. You're going to love her channel. I think she just hit 1,000 subs recently. She's definitely going to blow up just like Matt's going to blow up. So be here next week, same time. And again, in about 12 minutes, Dev and I talking COPPA and more fun things than that too. But it's going to be a good talk. I guarantee it.
Yep.
Matt, I really appreciate your time. I say this almost every week. I mean it every week, but I've really, really, really been looking to have you on, looking forward to having you on because I love your niche. I love your content. Please, 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 please don't quit because I like it.
You got it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your coffee. And shout out to your wife for making such an awesome coffee before we started. Me and you have a couple things in common. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much if you were in chat, the mods, the visitors, everybody, Stephanie for the gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get over to his channel, give him some love. And again, we'll be live right here on this channel, Dev and I talking COPPA in about 6 minutes. So I'm going to say goodbye to him and I'm going to jump on that. So you don't have to stay, but you can. I'm going to be watching in. Cool. I'm interested. All right. Have a great night.
We're going to end the podcast now. I'm going to say goodbye to him offline, and then I'll be over there shortly. Thank you so much for being here. See you in a minute. Bye for now.